Good morning, welcome back for another video. Myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. And for today, it's a 6 a.m. start. We finished last night about 7:45, so we've had just over 9 hours rest period. It's not ideal, I know, but however, I had a good night's sleep last night, so I'm okay for that side of things. However, though, for today, it's a little bit of a tricky one because I'm meant to be on a day off tomorrow, but however, the route that I've got planned is going to be very tight, and it's made even tighter because some of the stock, unfortunately, throughout the night didn't get delivered from point A to point B. So I've got to go to Ashton first, get loaded up with the first half of the load, and then I've got to go over to St Helens to collect the remaining half of the load before we can set off on our little adventure over to Wakefield first, 2 in Hull, and then we've got a collection from Louth, possibly. Might be happening, might not be happening, but we'll see what happens throughout the day. Luckily, to get to Ashton, it's not too far for us. It's only a 5-minute drive, so we're not massively going out of our way to get our first part of the delivery. However, the one in St Helens, it's going to take a little bit longer, and it's just going to eat a little bit more driving time. All in all, I'm going to say it's going to be close to an hour driving time, eating away before even setting off to our first destination. Now that's what's going to be the problem for today, is the driving time. And as I'm meant to be off for tomorrow, what I'm going to say to the office a little bit later on, I don't mind having a night out tonight if it's needed, so I can make the collection, get everything sorted out. However though, if I start at 4 o'clock in the morning and get back to the yard, as long as I'm finishing for 7 o'clock, there's no damage done, I'm okay with that. But in return, I'm going to be requesting a full day shift and the holiday in return. If you don't ask, you don't get. So let's see what happens with that. Or will it be a case of, do you know what, it's just too far out of the way where the collection is, it's going to take too long, come straight back from Hull instead. Again, I'll be happy with that as well. Got to be a little bit of a team player at time to time, haven't you? Roadworks, they're everywhere. All over Ashton at the moment, as you've seen the video on Friday. Friday was a really bad one for roadworks actually, wasn't it? Fingers crossed it's a little bit better today. If I remember correctly to what Chris was saying, I might actually only be collecting 3 or 4 pallets from here as well. So if it goes to plan, I could be in and out within 10 minutes, which is good. However, when I was speaking to Chris, he mentioned that the area in St Helens, or the client in St Helens, don't actually open until 8 o'clock. Now that is going to cause a little problem because it's 6:15 right now. Oh, a little bit of good news, folks. Just got back to the office, and it turns out that not only did the St Helens collection not come in last night, but also another one didn't come in last night. However, they're based a little bit further away than St Helens, so that has been taken off today's delivery schedule. Meaning now all I need to do is make a delivery, or collection shall I say, over at St Helens, collect that, then it's going to be 1 delivery over at Wakefield, 1 delivery up at Hull, and then the collection from Louth. But again, that's going to be the biggest problem, is Louth. Every time I've been there, they do take quite a long time to get you loaded, unfortunately. But it is what it is, with it being loose pallets. Yes, it's a pallet yard. Fairly tight one. I've been there about 3 times all in all. Good lads who work there. Got on from really good last time I was there. Even offered to next time I actually make a collection from there, if I'm running out of time, if I give them a call in advance, they'll leave the gates open for me, load me up, and then I can stay the night in their yard. So that's really nice of them to actually offer that. And then they'll give me the key, and then I'll just lock up and then leave a key somewhere safe for them to get it the next day. So that is one of the options, but however, we're not going to be stopping out tonight. And to get from Hull to Louth, it's about an hour-and-a-half drive, if I can remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I've been there, but it's a long drive. And then it's about 4 hours to get back from Louth. It's a nice little place though. But it really is in the middle of nowhere. But with only 2 deliveries and that 1 collection, it's looking good. It's looking good to get back at a good time today. Making a little bit better time than actual planned to get in St Helens. So I just hit 7 o'clock. It's going to be around 8 o'clock before they arrive to start loading me. With any luck, they might turn in for work a little bit earlier. You can only hope, can't you? Driving past the St Helens Stadium there to the right. I noticed on yesterday's vlog when I was using this camera, because it's fish-eyed, it was catching, well, using a 360 cam, it was catching a little bit too much on the either side of the truck, like where the sat-nav is and all down the side of the window, and it just threw the view off a little bit. So when my missus was watching it back, she thought I was on the other side of the road where I was actually on the right lane driving. That's the only thing with these wide angle lenses. It's like right now, for an example, I'm right in the middle of the road, but on the camera it might be looking as if I'm right over the lane. I am right now because I'm overtaking these cars, but it throws it off a little bit. Oh, more roadworks. And I'm pretty sure that was a red light on the other side. Since got a little bit of time to kill, might as well nip over to Morrison's, which is literally 200 yards from where our client is, and see what we can get for lunch. I don't know why, but I've got a little bit of a craving for corn, so I've gone for corn, a pork steak, which you could do in the air fryer with them too, and then some potato salad to finish it off. Nice, simple and cheap, just the way you want it. I love it when the plan comes together. To get to our first destination, depending on traffic, you're looking realistically 2 hours to get there. I think it'll be around 10 o'clock arrival, 70 miles away from where we are now. St Helens, jumping straight onto the M62 going towards Manchester. That is where we're going to get hit by a lot of traffic, and then following it around M60 Ring Road, back onto the M62, following it all the way up to Leeds and then to Wakefield. Not too bad going there, lads. Cheers for the quick reload. as it's only just gone 8 o'clock and we're leaving. Can't complain at that one. I've got a really light trailer today. Total load is only about 3 ton. Sorry, mate. I've got a really bad feeling about the M62. It's always really bad, but saying that, because it's summer holidays at the moment, I'm hoping it won't be as bad as what it normally is. Now we're looking for Flanshaw Business Park, Unit 3. Right, where's that weight limit? Is it straight ahead? I think it is. Keep following it around. I'm looking for TEC. No, it's not there. Postcode brings you to here. Maybe it might be one of these. I'll just go throw the hazard lights on just in case. Oh wait, there it is. Found it. Perfect. That was good timing, wasn't it? I just looked to the left and seeing it. I was just going to double check with Google Maps. Oh, not Google Maps, iMaps. Oh, it's not a big place, is it? It's always somewhere small. Right, let's pull up here for now. Well, this is what you call going the extra mile for the customer. Unfortunately, it was some older lady who was on her own and nobody knew to use the forklift. So I said, got like a little electric thing, I'll give you a hand. For our next destination, 63 miles away, and we're due to get there for 20 to 12. However, I need to take a break beforehand of a minimum 15 minutes, so it's going to be around 12 o'clock arrival. And then I'll take a 30-minute break whilst I'm there, well, after the delivery itself, before going down to Louth, or Louth, shall I say. Right then, we've arrived over at our destination. However, lots of roadworks around here. And it's quite a busy road. I've got a silver car parked right opposite the junction on the right hand side of the road. I'm just going to see what's happening with this driver if they're going in first. Arrived just on time for 12 o'clock and belting news. Instead of reversing down there, which we normally do off this road, which is not really ideal, that section over there, in between the alleyway, right there, is a new area that we've got access to. Which I'm happy about that, because it makes life a lot easier trying to reverse it into a nice big open area instead of that tight little lane. Right then, time for us to go in. We're doing small stairs, nice and slowly. Keep an eye on that guy on the PPT flying around. There, I think. Nice and quick delivery. 7 minutes to take off 6 pallets. Job's a good one. And that's including doing the curtains as well. Rightio, Louth. From where we are now, using the toll road to go across the bridge, which saves a lot of distance. It's 51 miles and an hour and a half to get there. ETA is going to be about 20 to 3 after taking breaks. Still need to take a 30-minute break, and it's currently 12:30. Now, where do we take a break? That's a different matter. Don't know why it's trying to tell me I'm over the height, because I'm actually only at 14 foot. Oh, it's the one behind me. I seen a sign come up saying over height vehicle, follow this other way. I was like, that's not me, is it? I mean, I came from this direction, so I know I can get underneath the tunnel. I've been through here loads. And I checked the mirror, there's quite a tall one behind me. It's pretty good they have them signs, to be fair. You don't see many of them around, and it is something that could save a lot of accidents being caused. It really could. You get a little flash marker coming up saying height vehicle, take care of yourself, be careful, etc. Coldplay are coming to Hull. Plan your journey, 18th and 19th of August. There you go, public service announcement for you. If you're planning to take your mistress, don't go to Coldplay. I had to throw that in there because of that meme that was going around. Oh, that's not ideal, is it? Young kid with a pram in the middle of the road. The pram was empty, like. Approaching the Humber Bridge now. So tags are on that side, and we need to go in this bit. Left hand booth. Right. How much did it get across? £12. Still cheaper than the M6 toll. Not cheap though, is it? Right then, off we go across the Humber Bridge. Looks super narrow though, doesn't it? I wonder if you have to pay if you're on a pedestrian or a cyclist. It's definitely worth paying £12 though, instead of driving all the way around. It's probably add a good hour onto your day if you drove around instead. Got a great view up here though. You can imagine it being pretty bad up here if you have high winds in a curtain-side trailer empty. To be fair, I can feel quite a bit of wind right now. .39 miles to go. I've got 32 minutes left on driving time, and in total to get there it's just over 1 hour. Time to cook some lunch. I've got a very nice corner of the cob right there. However, the pork, it's been here for 20 minutes so far. I'm going to give it another 5 or 6 minutes just to be on the safe side. I'm always a little bit cautious when it comes to pork. So eat this in the meantime, have the potato salad, and then hopefully the pork should be done. Wouldn't like to meet that down a wrong country lane, would you? You won't be able to get past it. 16 miles left to go, due to get there now, currently saying 10 to 3. Ideally, we needed to be here for about 12 o'clock. It's going to be a long drive back. Especially all the traffic when you're going past Leeds. I'm just hoping I'm going to have enough time, to be honest with you. I've got 4 hours on driving time left, so that's good. So we should be okay in theory for driving time, but it's going to be realistically about 7 o'clock finish tonight. And this morning it was a 5:30 start, so another long day, but I'm off tomorrow, so I don't mind it too much. Just right in the middle of nowhere, Louth, isn't it? It's a nice drive getting down here though, to be fair. But kept busy this time of year, moving all the hay bales. Just trying to listen because I've got like a little knocking noise, so if it's coming from, if you can hear the camera, like the knocking noise a little bit, I do apologise. Nice big country lanes, that's what you want. Makes the drive out a little bit more interesting, doesn't it? Even though on the sides here in the field there is a little bit of a verge you need to be careful of. Can't take your eye off the ball, I'll sort of say. I figured out as well how I can turn the new camera into a bit more of a dash cam, so it's not like a 360 mode, which is great. I was having a look on my brake at the editing, comes out a lot better. A little bit quite similar to the GoPro, to be fair. Well, I think the microphone on this is a little bit better than the GoPro as well. Next 12 miles, pretty much these type of roads all the way there. Warning signs for deer. You can imagine a fair amount being in this area. East Lindsley. Slow right down to about 35 miles per hour. Got these big bushes on either side. Can't really see too much around the corners, it's quite restricted. Just got to be careful. Could be one of these diggers in the field to the right, getting transported on the low loader. Oh, hay fever's kicking in right bad this year, it really is. I don't normally suffer too bad from hay fever. So a couple of times a year where it does start getting bad. Mainly when it's the temperature changes. So when it's start of spring going into summer and then going into autumn, I get a little bit as well. Causing chaos on the roads again. But we are at the client finally. And it's a fairly tight yard that we've got to try and get into. We've got to wait until it's clear. The yard seems clear, which is good. Got to wait for the road to be clear. Yet, guys. And we've got a tight gate as well. Thank you. Keep an eye on the fence on the passenger side. Hello. You. Oh, there's a bit more space in here today. Last time I came, you couldn't swing a truck around. Probably get away with it today, to be fair. Going through the edit just then, and you may have just realised on that previous clip that I've used on the side mirror camera when I'm reversing back, it's only facing frontwards. Now, what I did is, because it's a 360 camera that I'm currently using and I'm new to it still, so bear that in mind. Been driving around with it, and so I can have it record front and back, so that's okay. And I've had it on a certain setting, so it's not like a fisheye lens when you're driving around. It's not like in a fishbowl when you're driving. And then I've looked up at the top and I've clicked something by mistake, and I've set it so it's front lens only. So when I start to reverse back, I'm on the edit, I'm like, Oh, I've pressed the wrong button. I've recorded in the wrong mode, so I couldn't get the view on the back, and I tell you what, it was a cracking reverse as well. Normally you would have to be extra careful when in pallet yards because you can catch a stray nail really easy. However, this has to be one of the cleanest pallet yards I've ever been to. Just finishing up now on paperwork, and we've got 142 miles to go, and we're looking over a 3-hour drive to get back. Big thank you for Tony for a quick load up, and also big shout out to the guys over at AP Awards Pallets in Louth. If you want some cheap pallets, you know where to go, guys. Straight down to Louth. Thanks very much, Tony. Have a good one, mate. It's currently saying, oh, it's got to take care for that gate. Very tight. And dogs have not stopped barking since I've been here. Right then, we need to be back at the yard before 8 o'clock for our 15 hours. Ooh. And the time is currently 20 past 4. ETA is now, after sorting the paperwork, getting everything done to leave, 25 to 8 to get back to the yard. That's the ETA, guys. There's the old tractors out with their bales. Let's jump down the A16, following out all the way down to the motorway, and then we're following, I can't remember what motorway is it the M18 or the M80? It's one of them. Following that down to the M62, following the M62 all the way down for about 100 miles to our yard. So with that being said, let's get some zoomy time on the go. stop off at Hartmore Services to try and get some fuel. Just coming up to a quarter of a tank, so I don't really want to leave it too much on the red for the driver who's going to be in it tomorrow. So I'm going to fill it about just over halfway, so I could get home and get finished. I've done 100 miles since we left the client over at Louth, and we've got about 48 miles still to go. That was awkward. Nice little pick me up. That's fuel taken care of, and a little bit of caffeine to help the drive home. Ooh, 44 miles to go actually. Got the matrix sign saying, what's that? Is that 40 or 50 down there? I think it might be a 40 that. Unfortunately. Just trying to get across. It's to be expected though around the Huddersfield area, especially when you're travelling in this direction. It does tend to build up quite a bit, people jumping over last minute, etc. Well, then it should clear up a couple of miles down the road. Just like I mentioned, oh, it's normally people going into the lane last minute, not going out of the lane. I thought that Kia was going to jump across then. It's times like this, I had one of them Irish trucks we could do about 61 miles per hour, or 58 shall I say to be legal. Come on, go on Aphrodite, you can do this. Let's get past the heavy car transporter. Up on top of the moors now, 34 miles left to go. Chipping away at the mileage. Time is, they're losing me. I'll go back off a little bit, let them pass so I'm not hogging up this lane. Because that truck's got a little bit more torque than myself.
Maintain safe distance.
I am. House in the middle of the motorway there. What was I saying now? Time, 5 to 7. I think that's what I was going to start saying. Got 1 hour to get back, well 50 minutes according to the sat nav before we're back at the yard. We've had a nice clear run all the way back so far. It's just with Louth being in the middle of nowhere, it takes about an hour to get to the first motorway. We've had 56 cruise control pretty much most of the way. I'd like to say a big thank you to all the subscribers as well that support the channel. I really do appreciate it. But if you are new to the channel or you watch it regularly, not yet hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? It's free of charge content for you. Hit that subscribe button, follow the journey. Who knows where we're going to be in a year or two. We're on the road currently for 10,000 subscribers. So close, but yet so far away. So I really do appreciate all the support, honestly, thank you very much, and a really big shout out to everybody that supports the channel by becoming a subscriber as well. So if you want to, a channel member, so that's one of the tier subscriptions if you want to do that. Links are down below. And again, thank you very much for all the support. I really do appreciate it, guys, I really do. And I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Hopefully you're liking the new camera that I'm currently using. I think it looks pretty cool so far in the edits when I do the reversing. It can flip nice around, you can see everything around you. So sometimes when I'm reversing back with just the GoPro on the side, you can only see the rear. Whereas with this new camera, I can spin it around so you can see all different angles. So when I'm really close to a fence, you can see that, and then it gives you a little bit more of a perspective as well. Especially when we're around London area. On the last home stretch of the A580, otherwise known as the East Lancashire Road. 10 miles to go, guys. We're nearly there. It's just hit 20 past 7. Keeping a little bit of distance from the vehicles in front. Look a little bit too bunched up together there, don't they? I've got to say, I really like that colour blue. If I was to get my own truck, a couple of colour schemes that I've thought about is that blue or an orange. So it would be that blue with black, and then it could be, I was just looking at that van then, I thought it hit the back of the Tesla. It looked really close. Or the other colour theme I was looking at is either orange and black. So I'm up in the air at the moment, but I think they both will look really nice. Nice and sleek. Oh, I forgot about the dreaded roadworks on East Lancs. Shouldn't be this, it shouldn't be too bad at this time of the day. It's normally in the mornings where it's a little bit chaotic around this junction. Finally, back at the yard for 10 to 8. We started at 5:30 this morning. No, actually we started at 6 o'clock this morning. It's still been a long day. It's been a very, very long day. A lot of miles on the notch and a lot of miles completed. But I am going to call it a day on the video for now, guys. So if you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Don't forget, I'm off tomorrow. So tomorrow's vlog is going to be the Monster Truck Nationals over in Santapod. So I do hope you do enjoy that one. We'll play about with the camera a little bit more, see what we can do, try and do different few angles, try and make the viewing experience a little bit better and as best as we can, really. So stay tuned for the next vlog when we're back at work. So have a great day, have a great week, and as always, keep safe, keep on trucking. Bye for now.